here this morning. It's truly an honor to be here. As many of you know, uh, practicing Jew, we just finished the most holy days of the year this past week, and the high holidays for us is a time for reflection, introspection, trying to figure out what our goals are for the new year. Maybe reinvent yourself as a better form of yourself. And we also, at the same time, just had our first annual Mayor's Gala, where we had an opportunity to have people from the township come in and share what they do for the town. And in those awards, we honored people who volunteer here in East Brunswick. And so we had an opportunity to really look at some of the organizations that exist here. And I didn't know that this organization existed, and it only adds to my belief that we really live in a very special place. We have organizations such as yours, which are doing great service for people in need. We have a DAISY organization, which has been in existence for 50 years, that helps provide for people with special needs before anybody even knew what the word special needs meant. We were doing it. We have a Lost Souls project that's designed and has been organized to help reflect on some of the people who in our town unfortunately were sent back back into slavery, and we are now erecting a monument to help protect the memory of those people who were sent back. We have organizations such as the East Brunswick Education Association that provides last year up to $2 million to our public schools, and other towns have now followed that lead and provided organizations such as that in their own. So I'm very proud that this is an organization much like those others that is doing the work of to provide and pay it forward to people who are less fortunate. And that to me is really one of the greatest things that we could do as a society. And I think every day, I'm very fortunate in my position as mayor. I often get probably around after the new year, all the third graders from school come up to the township and they learn about government. And they get an opportunity to speak to me, they walk through the police department, they get an opportunity to listen to court while it's in session, and the judge will sometimes stop and let them ask her questions about how the court works. They get an opportunity to see how government works. And you should look at the eyes of these little third graders. They think that we are, I could be the president, that they are so enthralled with the opportunities that government should provide to serve others. And then I put the news on. And we get name calling at the highest levels of government. We have the Me Too movement. We have I turn it off, it's depressing. So I ask all of you, in the work that you do, to think as if you were explaining everything you did to the same third graders that are coming up to see me once a year to learn about government. Because if you really do that, then you think with integrity, you think that these kids are going to look at you as an example, and that should weigh on your conscience every time you make a decision. And this is why organizations such as yours are so important, because you're giving people opportunities to work. And a job is like gold. And I think that the work that you're doing is kind of God's work. In your 18th anniversary, which in my religion, 18 is a very significant number. It stands for Chai, which is life. It's a good luck number. I wish all of you and your organization many, many more years of good luck and good work, because you're doing great work for many, many people. And on behalf of our township, which I think is very progressive in trying to provide opportunities for those that are less fortunate, you're doing that type of work, and I'm extraordinarily appreciative of that. And so thank you for inviting me this morning. A proclamation on behalf of the township to the Breakfast Club on your 18th anniversary. I will do you a favor and not read the whole thing, but know that your work is being recognized and very much appreciated by everybody that that lives here in the township, and I thank you for your contribution.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.